PVM guides, money making guides, skilling guides, opinion videos, update videos. All these videos is pretty much what most YouTube content creators do, and they get good views on them. However, the actual creative ideas are not getting rewarded, and it kinda sucks. So let's talk about it. Yo, what's going on guys? My name's Chevalric, and today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different, but still very much RuneScape related, and it's RuneScape content creation. I know this video is going to be sounding like me complaining or being salty about a video not doing well, but this is something I've noticed for a while. I've talked to multiple YouTubers about it, and I recently made a thread on Twitter about it as well, and I kinda got my thoughts or opinions on this validated by YouTubers that's been in the game for a longer time in general, and I thought it would be very interesting to discuss because I feel like, especially with YouTubers and just in general with YouTube in general, whether that's RuneScape YouTubers or anything on YouTube, there's a lot of mystery behind the inner workings. You always hear about the algorithm, and you need to leave a like because that helps in the algorithm, and why are these people making these videos with these clickbait titles and thumbnails and whatever? It sucks, but they work, and all these things. And I thought I would just make a video on it and just discuss it a little bit. If you're going to enjoy it, I know it's a bit of a different video, definitely go leave a like, join in the discussion in the comment section down below, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into this video. So, first things first, I kind of want to be switching to something that I'll be showing you on screen right now. So right here, you're looking at my thread that I made on Twitter. I will read it out for you. I will link the full-on thread with all the response because I'm not going to read them out because I will literally make it like a 10-minute video on its own, and that gives me no room to discuss. Also, LaserShark, aka Jim, who also made a video on this, he made a full-on explanatory video on his response to this. Definitely go check it out if you're interested. He goes over earnings and amount of time spent compared to the views, and it really just confirms my entire point. So definitely go watch that after this video as a follow-up, but I thought I would just share it because I think it's interesting, and we'll get into more details after I read it out. So first of all, I start off Rentime, a thread, I guess. So I watch, and to a certain extent study, a lot of RuneScape 3 content, and it really saddens me to see unique ideas not do as well as I think they should, relative to other more basic videos, like an update video, a guide, or an opinion video. Obviously, I cannot look into people's stats on their YouTube, see how well their videos do compared to others, because the numbers you see on their channels don't always paint an accurate picture of the situation. It's a very interesting point because, honestly, I can't look into people's stats. Your video might just be doing okay right now, but it could skyrocket, or, you know, all these things could happen. It's too much detail to go into, but so I had my chronological memo series. If you haven't checked it out, link in the description, which was a series inspired by Jimmy's by release series, where I set out to complete everything in chronological release order with a bit more detail. Not just quests, also slaying NPCs, gathering gear levels, etc. Compared to a simple series like my completion is, literally me getting a comp cape, it did terribly. Sure, I understand that there might not be a demand for these ideas, but as a creator, it kinda sucks. Tagging Protoxx and LaserShark in this, because they both have been uploading some pretty sick creative ideas recently. The 1 dev pure experiment by Protoxx, and I made 1 million GP by flipping shop runs, items, not using the obvious easy runs, by Jimmy, obviously, or Jim, sorry. I didn't add it in the tweet, but I kinda forgot. I'm sorry, Jim, love you. Both videos are well edited and a lot of fun, and I really stand by that because those videos are really fun and well edited, and I love them. Yes, I know. None of these ideas are innovative. I can spell out these words, but I cannot pronounce them. But they are creative, fun, and something else. A breath of fresh air, so to say. I'm just making this thread, I guess, to say it sucks that creativity isn't rewarded within the RuneScape video creator community. And by the way, just to clarify, that's not a fault from you guys. Like, it's not you guys. If you don't want to watch it, as I said, that being fine, of course, watch whatever you enjoy. And you should never watch something because I or any other creator put in so much time and effort, soul into a video. However, it does suck that they get rewarded for making a stupid opinion video in 30 minutes with minimal effort. Sure, you could say, why don't you just upload whatever then? And don't get me wrong, I enjoy the opinion videos a lot. I just do want to clarify that. I love making these videos. I love making the opinion videos, but it's just very discouraging to branch out and try new things, seeing as it affects other content too, which I'll get into in a second. Well, actually right now, because I thought it was not a tweet. So kind of what I mean by that is, and it affecting other content, and I think that is the most important thing for a lot of people to understand, is the YouTube algorithm works in many ways. LaserShark, aka Jim, goes into a lot more detail over in his video if you want like a more detailed with numbers showing explanation. But I'll give you just a bare bones explanation of it. Pretty much, if your video does well, it gets a lot of views, it gets a lot of click through. So pretty much people clicking on your video when it's recommended, and people watching the majority of your video. So YouTube being able to, you know, put more ads on it so they make more money. They tend to recommend your videos a lot more. And that is good for your channel because you're more up. So to see it as like a ladder, you're like a higher step within the algorithm compared to someone who might not have those same stats as I do. And my stats overall are pretty decent and I can't complain about it. But however, if I upload these creative ideas and they get less views, which doesn't hurt if I upload one every month or something, but if I keep on uploading them, it will hurt my channel, and then videos that would normally do well do less well because YouTube sees those other videos and be like, well, in like the recent history, he's not been getting a lot of views, so he's not making us a lot of money, so we're not really going to be recommending his video as much as we used to because he doesn't make us as much money anymore. That is a very bare bones explanation. There's so much more detail to it, and as I said, Jim goes into more detail. But how does that apply to RuneScape? Well, I think it's just very curious to see that, you know, my opinion videos on whatever subject do way better than a progression series, or well, then a progression series makes sense, but even progression series within each other, like the completion is a very, very basic concept. That is something the majority of players have done or are currently working on, and I understand that it would be fun to follow along with, but a lot of people also think, why would I watch something that I've already done / already am doing? That's a bit boring. Maybe to see someone else do it, see how they went about it, but in general, wouldn't you rather, at least I would, apparently that's not how everyone thinks about it, watch something that you enjoy. Something that, you know, is new, unique, fresh, like a Swampletics or Jimmy's by Release or the Clue Scroll Ironman or, you know, the Mountain Lock myself with 1 GP, 7 items and like 6 monsters Ironman, or not even those extreme snowflake accounts, but just in general, something more unique, something different, which in old school RuneScape does incredibly well, but in RuneScape, it's just no point in doing those videos because they do terribly. And obviously a lot of people will make the argument, well, just upload whatever you enjoy, but then again, it will affect the other videos that I also really enjoy uploading, and I don't want them to suffer because I just want to, you know, execute my creative vision. And I think that's very curious. That's kind of why I wanted to bring this up and make a whole discussion about it, because, you know, this is my perspective from a YouTuber, and, you know, I've seen the perspective of other YouTubers like RS Will Miss It, commented on it, obviously Protoxx and LaserShark did. LaserShark made a whole video on it, and they pretty much said that, you know, to a certain extent it is very true. There's obviously some more niche detail to it, and, you know, there are some differences in opinions when it comes to like how you make a progress series. Like, oh, should you have all your interfaces on there? Should you not have all your interface in there? Should the idea be like unique, well edited, executed, whatever? Or should it just be raw and just, you know, a Bodhi style video? Not blaming Bodhi, but Bodhi just whacks clips together and it does really well. And in general, when I just whack clips together and make a progress series, it does way better, which obviously takes me less time than fully edit the video. I see that the better I edit my videos, the worse they seem to do for some odd reason. I don't understand that. It's a very strange thing, because you would say, okay, well, if it's better edited, people would, you know, appreciate it a little bit more. Maybe it's my editing style, and maybe it's whatever. But as I said, I see this with other YouTubers as well, and it just kind of sucks. Like, it just really kind of sucks as a creator, because, as I said, sure, I do really, really enjoy making these commentary videos. Don't ever get that twisted. That's why I keep repeating it. However, I also kind of want to just do other things sometimes, and I don't want that to hurt my current content, but it does, and that just really, really sucks. And I'm really curious to see what you guys as viewers think. Like, what do you think about these like unique ideas? If you see a unique idea in your sub box, do you click it, or do you think like, I don't really care, whatever, it's probably like a one-off video? Or do you just prefer watching the Completionist series, or Going for a Comp Cape, or Road to a Party Hat, which is literally this money-making series, or an Ironman series, which is just an Ironman progression series with minimal editing, maximum editing? What is it that you click on? Like, what is it? I'm just really curious, because for me, just looking at stats and me just looking at just everything that's going on with my channel and just some other channels as well from the outside looking in, it doesn't make sense. Like, it generally just doesn't add up, because you would generally think if the video's better executed and well edited and, you know, put in a lot of time, it will do better. But instead, a video that takes me an hour or 2 hours to make, and Jim goes to show that as well in his video, gets like half the money that you make on the other one in literally the 10th of the time. So in theory, if you make 10 of those videos, you make literally 5 times as much money. And obviously it's not about money, it's not about views. But you also got to understand that some of these people have YouTube as their not even main job, because I feel like there are barely any like full-time YouTubers, but some of them have them as a side hustle. They maybe have a 24-hour or 16-hour contract and fill in the lost money that they do not work with YouTube. And, you know, they want their videos to do well, because otherwise they have to work their probably less ideal job over YouTube. And that is just something obviously they should figure out. That's me just filling in some gaps, but I could see that happening. Like, if I ever get to that position, I would love to just 24 hours of regular work and then the rest fill it in with RuneScape and see if I can get by that way. That would be amazing. So to some YouTubers, that might also be a very good reason why it is important to still get those views, still get that revenue, because it is their side job. It is filling in those gaps financially, and it's not all about money, but it does really help. And the same with views. Like, people say like, oh, why do you do it for the views? Well, imagine if you put in 10 or 20 hours into a video or to any project that you're passionate about, and it gets barely any views compared to something that literally took you an hour. Like, that payoff is just, you know, you're kind of just sitting there like, well, I'll just make that 1 hour video because it does better, because it's kind of a waste of time making those videos that, you know, only get like a few views compared to, you know, one that barely takes any time and that gets a lot of views. And that just kind of just sucks as a creator. And, you know, obviously the bigger the channel you get, the worse videos also get you some like recognition or views, and it's easier to do. But then again, at that point, you're stuck in the, oh, maybe this is my side hustle or maybe my main hustle. So it's just a very complicated thing, and I can go on about it for hours, but I'm just very curious to see what you guys think about this. And just let me know as a viewer, how do you see this? How do you see my points? And do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have some other reasons? Just let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like as well if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you're new. My name's Chevalric. See you guys in my next video.